So I am Nikolai. I am also going by the name Naga, and I am a duelist for Rad Esports, and we are competing in EMEA.
Tell us a little bit about your background. We know you're at Rad now with Marvel Rivals, but we also know that you have a past in Overwatch. Tell us about the transition going from Overwatch to Marvel Rivals, transitioning from going from OD to Contenders to Overwatch League, and now transitioning straight into Ignite with Rad.
Alright, so I actually started playing video games since I was very little, but when I was 16 I started competing in Overwatch, and I immediately went to compete in the Open Division, and this was my first competitive experience, and I actually played on team with Dritro from Virtus Pro, and I believe we were the only team to go 10-0 in Open Division back then, going straight into Contenders, and then we signed with a Danish organization called Copenhagen Flames back then, and that was my very first contract, I remember. My very first one. So yeah, I played a lot of Contender seasons. I don't even have count at this point, but I played quite a bunch until I made Overwatch League, where I competed for Paris Eternal in, I don't even know what year that is. but yeah, that was the biggest, that was my first tier 1, I guess you could say so, right? And now, then I transitioned into Marvel Rivals. I felt that Overwatch had kind of dried out for me. It was not as exciting anymore, same old same. And then at the very beginning I got introduced to Marvel Rivals, and I was like, why has no one told me about this? This game has been out for I think a year at the point I started, if we count open beta. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm quite behind, but I also didn't immediately have an intention to compete in Marvel Rivals. I just wanted to play it and see how I felt about it. And in the beginning it didn't really stick, but then as I got a little bit better, I was like, why not give it a shot? I actually had people ask me to go on a team before I actually really started playing the game at all. The first scrim I had 20 hours of Marvel Rivals gameplay, and everyone else in the lobby was hundreds of hours and all top 500. So it was a bit of a rough start, you could say, but it really gave me a taste for it, I really liked the team aspect